We woke up at 5:30 a.m. at a nearby hotel to catch the earliest train, hoping to save more time for the mountain climb. At 6 a.m., we boarded the red-striped Fuxing high-speed train at the Chengdu East Station, bound for Mount Emei. The red-striped Fuxing is the most comfortable option on the line. The air circulation is noticeably better than any other type of high-speed rail. Since we departed so early, the compartment was quiet. However, that early wake-up call was exactly why we were completely exhausted the next day, standing at the golden summit and watching sunrise. I had purchased Scenic area shuttle bus tickets in advance through the WeChat mini program of Mount Emei. So after getting on the train, we headed straight to the manned luggage storage counter. Overnight storage is 25 yuan per piece, and took the shuttle bus towards the Wannian parking lot. Wannian parking lot is the starting point of the Wannian Cableway at the foot of the mountain. From there, the cable car takes you up to the Wannian temple area. To actually reach the temple, you still need to walk a few extra minutes. Since we were here mainly for the climb, we decided to skip the temple. It wasn't on the uphill route, and we couldn't afford any detours. But it's already 9 o'clock a.m. We plan to arrive at Leidongping at 7 o'clock p.m. The shortest hiking trail from Wannian Temple to the Leidongping takes 8 to 12 hours. We had to reach our accommodation before 9 p.m. Doctor. At 9 a.m., we boarded the cable car. Below us, the forests and scattered villages were still wrapped in the soft and humid morning fog. We're at a mountain, Emei, and this is our paradise. Like the Mount Xixinsuo for all creatures, has a curative powers. And we are near the Wannian Temple, which means 10,000 years. And now we didn't have our breakfast since we came here from Chengdu. It cost us 2 hours. They're gonna eat 2 bowls of noodles. Breakfast service has already ended at 9 o'clock a.m. Only a few simple bowls of noodles were left.
那个风锐利的，哇，这个烟在动哎！你拖一个我听听。
To guard ourselves from possible monkeys and to avoid the rising prices higher up the mountain, we bought 2 bamboo sticks for 7 yuan. Luckily, we didn't encounter a single monk along the way. Perhaps the cold had kept them hidden. By 11 a.m., after 200 meters of harsh and steady ascent, the valleys below were still veiled in mist. See that mountain peak? drifting by the clouds. Walking from Wannian Temple toward the Xixin Temple, we pass two small mountainside shops. As we continued upward, the sky gradually cleared, the mist dissolved, and the air turned sunnier, drier, and warmer.
让你穿秋裤，你只能不穿，不过还好你没穿。哎，他要穿秋裤，他更那什么，他秋裤又沉，然后又出一裤兜子汗，他更没他动。 好，走。
It's a fairly long and tiring stretch from Wannian Temple to Xixin Monastery. We had to catch our breath 6 times before made it here.
楼梯随手携带手机。
After passing Xixinsuo or Xixin Temple, the next stop was Chudian Temple, about 2 kilometers away. The trail led us down here first, then right up again. This stretch of the path was rich in vegetation, with a great variety of plants along the way. We planned to rest at a small shop ahead before continuing the climb for another hour, where we would begin to see melting snow. It's not only the fog, now it's slow melting water. Keep dropping. And the higher we climb, there will be more snow covered the path.
喂，你别喂了，别浪费，一会儿把猴子引来了哈。小小峨眉，轻松拿捏。峨眉一名，专利边境内。
We're now near the Chudian. From this stretch of road, you will see melting snow was glittering under the sky. Since we have climbed such far, we didn't feel cold. My back was sweaty. We要吃泡面吗？
人不让你用他们给方便，你要方便必须得买他们的方便。 吸，间歇，你让用鼻孔呼吸。昨天晚上那么累，我都有点想法。
We have a race to catch a breeze. We feel the same spot in the Chudian. It's still so hot, so we're gonna drink a bottle of milk to relieve the weight. We have been surpassed by several passers-by since we have to carry the 2 bag of luggages, including our toothpaste, instant noodles, sausage, and our own paper issues.
你说停就停。边有风，我去，好了没？那个牛到底是？真的，没有娘娘这点零食，咱们就废了。这还有竹林。
I'm helping Eddie carry the luggage, give a rest to his heart and shoulders. 先洗澡，洗光澡。
尿。妈妈，来了。
哦。
会不会放在水中啊？
The altitude is already reached 2,000 kilometers. The color palette is green mixed with ice. They hesitated over whether to buy crampons for better grip on the ice surface.
这个也20，这个15。也我跟你说，
这不能便宜啊，
一讲价哈，
都10块钱。
没啥的。
However, the crampons sold at the Huayan summit shop don't look very reliable. The quality seemed mediocre.
你要是觉得不喜欢戴，你就摘下来。
有雪你都走进你都不得感觉的了。
我试一下嘛。
只抓
你不能试就得买了。
随便你
我觉得它伤鞋底。
随便你这个嘛是要这个是20，这个15块。
这个为啥还贵呢？
这个买的也贵。
哎爹，这只狗都上来了。
太紧了呀！那你再接，那你给我松开干嘛？
See the mountains behind me, these clouds and fog. Seems like the deities are cultivating themselves in a serene, tranquil place where humans' influence was so rare that it's easier to calm the hurt and focus to one thing. We already arrived at the Huayan. From here, you need to turn around, then towards Xixiangchi and Lingjuesi, which was the most difficult stretch of climbing road. Since this high altitude, you can appreciate the magnificent mountains. Eventually, Amido Ma hiking down here offered him his own crampons, free of charge.
那你走边上，小心一点。你先别吃那玩意儿。我去，昨天播放给我。那别人扔了，那我看看卖了。啊，卖了，卖了啊，卖了。然后放哪？卖了。那啥，那你套吧。
怎么指示着？
We finally make it up to the Xixiangchi wash elephant pool from the draining sky slope. This stretch of road is utterly exhausting. We plan to have a rest and finish our dinner here. 太累了。
别的地方让你自己去泡去，有这种吗？你那个羽绒服，这些好好吃啊。嗯。嗯。哇。
哎呀，难得挺。
来给我拍一个吧。宝贝呀，好看吗？
是吧？
这更好还是？拍一个。来，让到底。快！我拍一整个的。
不，你过来，我要跟你在一起。Say we are close to the splendid mountain. Brilliant.
回去看。调吧。
Darkness gathered around us. The stone steps grew increasingly slippery beneath our feet.
放心尿。走了干净啊！都是你大哥哥。加油！
加油！ Before tackling the final punishing stretch, Liaowang, they made a video call to their parents. It felt like a quiet moment of reassurance before the last taste.
看看那边的山。
很高很高很高，你
现在
看，
是2000多米了。
现在是2000多米，很高。
By the time we crossed the slope, it was already 8 p.m. Anxiety began to set in. Many accommodations closed at 9 o'clock p.m., and I feared there would be no rooms left by the time we arrived. Worse still, my shoes were useless on the icy downhill paths. In the end, I had to sit on a plastic bike and slide down the slope. That was the moment our emotions nearly gave way. I had no strength left to film, no mood to document anything. All I could think about was reaching out Leidongping as quickly as possible. Finally, we secured the last available 2-bed room and took a shower around 10 o'clock p.m. Just a few hours later, at 5:30 a.m., we woke up again, this time to catch the 6 a.m. sunrise. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. We finally made it to the top of the Emei mountain, and that was Huayan.
真的从那边儿
The scenery is extraordinary. However, it's badly freezing, especially my hands, feet. So we need to take a picture quickly, then going down.
慢慢吃，慢慢吃，多咀嚼一下。早饭咱们吃的晚了，别狼吞虎咽啊。
After breakfast at the Golden Summit, we took the Jinding cable car down toward the Leidongping bus station. From there, we boarded a 2-hour bus ride to Mount Emei railway station. Since it was still early, we decided to walk to road and bridge food street to taste the rich flavors of Liaowang.
炒哪就行了。那咱们去。你说两下，你太热坏了。
In Sichuan, if you ask me, Chengdu and Liaowang serves the best food. We ordered a qiaojiao beef, tofu with pork brain, freshly made brown sugar pancakes from Liaowang, still warm and sticky, and crispy beef pies straight out of the pan. To drink, we had local Sichuan favorites, Huayan milk and the Cableway yogurt. Before leaving, we even bought a whole straight-skinned duck, saving it for later at Chengdu East Railway Station.
Chudian is Sichuan's special milk brand.
别到身上啊！
好喝吗？
我问了我想问的，你把我的台词说了。
好喝。
后面的景还不错呀。而且我发现了，车筐里头特别重，特别扎实。
Chengdu East is one of the busiest high-speed railway stations in China. We were transporting there on our way to Dazhou Road Province, our next destination. While waiting in the departure hall for boarding, we finished all the food we had packed. Everything tasted wonderful after the exhaustion on the car. It felt good to reward ourselves.